Welcome to another Couch Kills conversation. And today I've asked my coach, Andrea, who you may have seen a few times in some of the videos we've done together. She's my coach, and yes, she's my friend. Yes, you can have your coach become a friend. I've asked Andrea to come on today to share what she does as far as coaching. I will be able to share with you the things that she's helped me with in the past year, but there's a whole world of things that you may get from her that I'm not getting. And she does have a wide repertoire of things that she can help people with. So I've asked Andrea to join me today. We're going to kind of do a deeper dive into what she does, why she does it, what's behind that. And so I would like to introduce Andrea. Andrea, say hi.
Hi.
So the first question, Andrea, I've worked with you over the past year. And when I first learned about your coaching, you were helping me. I thought you were a running coach because you do help people to run. But I learned very quickly that running was just a little bit of what you do in terms of coaching somebody. And what you described to me, and I looked into it, and I've come to understand that you are known as a core performance energy coach. Now, to me, that's really kind of a mouthful. So I would like you to explain to people, what is a core energy performance coach?
That's definitely a mouthful, Jay. And, one day I'm going to come up with something that's a lot shorter than that. But the essence of it is, what's at the core of you? What's at your heart? What do you want the most? And I help people get down to that core of what they truly want. The performance aspect of it is how you show up every single day in every single action. Performance isn't just about game time, show time, or even competition time, or in a meeting, doing your presentation. It's everything you do leading up to it. The energy part is, think about when you wake up every day. Tell me about the days that you wake up and you're super excited to get your day started, and those days you wake up wishing you could just stay in bed. There's a whole range of energy going on in between those two. And it's really a matter of what we call feeling catabolic, which is everything that drains you and makes you feel worn down, beat up, as if you can't do anything, to the completely anabolic, where you can conquer the world, you have the greatest confidence ever, and things come at more ease for you. And tell me, what sounds better to you? What would you rather have? And I personally am going to make the assumption you would rather have the confidence, be able to achieve whatever goal it is that you want with ease, and be yourself while you're doing it. So what I do as a core performance energy coach is help people really understand what they truly want, what energy they have towards getting to that goal. Do they still see it as a have to versus something that they really want? What are the actions that they're taking? What is influencing them to either help them obtain that goal or have them in that world of feeling defeated, that they stop trying to achieve what it is? And at the end of it, being able to have sustainable success no matter what area of their life.
That's great. That makes a lot of sense, and I've experienced that personally. The breakthroughs that I've gotten over the past year were really, the first part was getting clear on, I had thought I wanted to run a marathon, but what I really realized was it was a way I wanted to appear to people in terms of what I was doing. I really didn't want to run the marathon. You got me clear on that. The big breakthrough that I had was you got me clear on my still lingering habits of secret eating. And it was something that really got me stuck in a place, what I called feeling okay. Like I was a lot fitter than I used to be. I could do a lot more than I used to do, so I was okay. And I really had I said I wanted to do something, but as you found out, there was a lot of resistance, and I really kind of got nasty and ugly with you for a while, and you hung in there with me and helped me create that breakthrough of leaving secret eating in the past. It's no longer something that's kind of even, it's hanging there a little bit. So that really helped me a lot. And so those were two very big breakthroughs for me that, yes, I did lose 25 pounds moving out of that area of being okay. And yes, I still have more weight that I want to lose. But the difference is I've gotten more at peace with that instead of feeling like I have to make up for something, or I have to kind of diet, or I have to restrict or whatever. So you've gotten me to get more of a sense of balance. So for me, I've gotten clear on what's important to me. The secret eating was a major breakthrough. I've moved beyond feeling just like could be okay to be okay. And yes, on the tail end of that, I'm losing weight, and I'll continue to do that. But what are some other breakthroughs that you think other people could have, because they may not have any interest in what I've just shared with everyone?
That's really great for you to bring up, because everybody has a different goal and a different desire in their life. Some people love the sense of accomplishment. Some people really want freedom, like yourself. That's what we had come to realize is very important to you. Other people just want that ability to take care of themselves without feeling selfish. Some people want to be able to stand up in front of a group of people and speak. Even other people want to be able to write and blog and not feel like people are going to judge them. So living a life of being judgment-free, not only from others, but primarily from yourself, is really a big concern that happens with a lot of clients or people when I'm speaking in front of them. I love working with people about creating what their vibrant lifestyle is. And in that comes whatever goals there are, whatever wants and desires that they have. Maybe it's getting out of working at a company and starting on their own business. Maybe it's about getting healthy with themselves or bettering a relationship. Everything ties together. And the interesting part that when you talked about when you first met me being someone who helps people run, my doing that was to create a way of showing people, if you practice taking small steps and increments at a time, instead of going, I want to reach this goal that's way up here, and not getting there in a week and not having that instant gratification and forgetting all about it, but showing over a process of time that if you trust in it and you go along with whatever is happening, you will see that you can have great success. And with that, what I also was showing people in the end was when they were learning to do these small increments and celebrate small successes, whether it was running for a quarter of a mile at a stretch or actually running a full mile, building up to each one of them helped them see that all the other areas of life, that they could do the same thing. If I just take 1 hour for me, maybe if I only take a half hour for me and tell my family that I need this for myself, they will. If I want to take a half hour and just start writing down my thoughts, maybe not publish them, but get into the practice of writing down what's going on in my thoughts, I have something. Maybe I'll create a slide or two so I can stand in front of people. Maybe I'll stop drinking diet soda or regular soda or whatever kind of carbonated beverage it is 3 times a week or 1 day a week, or reduce it by 1 drink a day. Each of these is about helping people really see how much easier it is to achieve their goals, no matter what it is. And the fact of the matter is, they gain that confidence because once you can achieve one little thing that you think is no big deal because you're more interested in the bigger deals in life, those little things add up to something so tremendous that it creates that sustainable, long-lasting success, no matter what you set your mind to. So helping people celebrate the small things, because small matters just as much as the big things, is something I love. And watching and getting to see those holy cow moments, I really did that. I didn't see myself doing that 4 weeks ago, 6 weeks ago, 9 weeks ago. I can't believe I'm looking back. It happened so fast. Look at where I'm at now. I can do so much more, because the truth of the matter is, Jay, people are so much greater than they know that they are. And I love bringing that out of them.
Well, Andrea, I think you've ruined my next question, because I think you already answered my next question. And it really was, why you? I mean, you were obviously trained in some way of, a performance energy coach. So you have a discipline, you have a professional background, you have a way of coaching. But my question was going to be like, why you versus somebody else? Because there's lots of people that are coaches that are out there. Now, what you just shared, I think, is really, at least to me, and because I've been with you, I understand why you versus somebody else. But I mean, even though you've explained a lot of it, is there one thing that you kind of, for me, I think one of the things that comes out of it, because I'm a pretty confident person, but I think there's a level of your coaching that I got a whole new sense of confidence in what I could do as well. So that was something big for me. But what do you think? Why you versus somebody else out of the millions of other coaches that are out there? Why should somebody really pay attention to what you've got up your sleeve than somebody else?
I'm actually glad you decided to still ask that question instead of feeling like I had already answered it.
Yeah.
The truth of the matter is, when it comes to why me, I understand. I kind of am that person that's been there from a very young age, being told you're not good enough, you can't do it, no, you're not smart enough, literally you're not smart enough, or even being told by a family member, I hate you and only say I love you because you're my blood, feeling that not worthiness, not feeling like you can do anything, you're not smart enough, you're not good enough. All those challenges, we're conditioned at such a young age that it's so easy to wake up and be fearful of what the day is going to happen, to be afraid that life is going to control what happens to you, to be at the effect of life instead of at the cause. And through this whole process, I finally got to a point in my life, probably much later than I wish I had, if I knew then what I know now, that whole statement. But every day is a new day, and there's so much more I could do in my life now because I chose to take everything that happened to me in the past, have an appreciation for it, because it made me a stronger person today by saying, it's my choice. I get to do this, and I'm going to do it for me, not for anybody else, not to prove anybody wrong. Because as soon as you're in that mode of, I'm going to do it to prove you wrong, wow, that's your instant gratification. But guess what? Now what? Now you have to do something else to prove somebody wrong. But if you do it for yourself, for that personal growth and for that feeling of accomplishment and for that belief in yourself and that confidence that you could do anything and watch it grow, there's nothing that compares to that feeling. If I continued on the path that I probably should have, being told the way my life should have been and who I was, I wouldn't be where I am right now. I wouldn't have the amazing life that I have, full of abundance, of having everything that I could possibly want and more. I would have none of that. But because I finally chose to say, it's really about me and what do I want for my personal growth, and seeing that opportunity that I am greater than I thought I was. There's so much more to me, and I want to spread that word. That to me is, I can't even explain it to you, because there's so much in my heart, and it flutters when I think about the possibilities for people that don't see it. And the biggest word that I love talking about here is permission. Giving yourself permission to take care of yourself. You are not selfish. You are becoming a better role model by showing people that you are just as important as everyone else around them. And by showing that you take care of yourself, you show up so much better for everyone that's around you, your loved ones, your friends, your family members, whoever it might be, coworkers, peers, bosses, companies, people you talk in front of, your clients, everybody. You'd be amazed at how different you can become.
That's great. That's incredible. That's great. And it's exactly what I've experienced. So, Andrea, what's the next step for people to be able to learn more about, how they can get in touch with you? What do they do?
So there are a couple of ways. First and foremost, anybody could always go to my website, AndreaKO.com. So it's simply my name, which is pretty easy. And on there, you could see my email address, which is Andrea@AndreaKO.com. And my phone number is also on there if you're interested in speaking with me.
That's great. So thank you, Andrea, for another Couch Kills conversation. Oh, go ahead. What were you saying? I don't know what you were saying. I love that.
There are so many other things besides people, what they might want to get in touch with me about. So, which I should have included before. If people are interested, what they will see on my website is that I love talking to groups. I love being a motivational speaker. And if you have a women's club, a health club, any type of group of people that come together, or if you work at a company that you would love to have me come in and give a motivational talk, those are some of the great opportunities you can have to bring me in and really see how I help motivate others to really get there.
That's great, Andrea. So you're an incredible coach. I can testify from that from firsthand experience. I've been with you when I've seen how you are to lead a team of people to create some amazing things within a company structure. I've also had an opportunity to see how powerful you are as far as a speaker goes. So I'm glad that I had a chance to meet you. And quite frankly, I'm glad that you stepped up and you asked me, and that's one of the things that I think a lot of times people don't do. They're afraid to ask people, but you asking me has had a major impact on my life, and I'm excited to be able to, continue to have you be part of my mastermind as I go forward and see what I can do to help other people as well. So thank you for that. And thank you for today's Couch Kills conversation. And also, in addition to going to Andrea's website, and learning more about her, you can also find her on couchkills.com, where Andrea and I kind of riff back and forth at different times with articles that she writes, articles that I write, and sometimes we're kind of chatting back and forth about that. So thank you, everybody, for being here today, and we hope this was of value to you, and we hope you reach out and talk to Andrea. Thanks a lot.
Thanks for your time, Jay.